stereo is for serious listeners, whatever their taste in music, be it pop, light, or classical. And for the not so serious, a stereo also has something to offer. Excuse me a moment.
Hello, it's me again. This is Graham Beck saying hello. This is the 8th at home with Graham Beck, would you believe? 16 weeks we've been going with this thing, you know, continuing. Good news is, in just under 2 weeks' time, I'll be getting my hair cut. I have an appointment. Hooray! So this will go back to what it was, which would be great. And so next time you see me, in a couple of weeks' time, cool. Okay, well, what have we got for you today? Well, we've got quite a few things. Once again, we have the prize bingo. Look at that, the lucky bag. And there's more in it than there was last week, because there wasn't a single winner from the week before, which is a shame. But this week I'm going to ask you in the interval, not yet, but in the interval I'd like you to choose 8 numbers between 1 and 99, and then I'd like you to post those numbers on this live feed, and if you can also, while you're watching, if you can press the thumbs up just to show that you're here, that would help as well, please. Then it sort of registers you in the list of people, so that'd be great. So we've got that bit out of the way, so I'll just move that for the time being. Right, you'll probably notice, wait a minute, it's a different scenario. It's smaller, sloping roofs. It can only mean one thing. I'm in the loft. Good, eh? And I was going to say something else. What on earth was it? Oh yes, you might have also, the astute amongst you have noticed that I am shorter than usual because I am sitting down. Yes. I think the last time I actually sat down to play was possibly with Mr. Gary Pullen in the duo of piano and ukulele combination, Big Spider Beck. That was a few years ago. So I haven't been seen in public sitting down and playing. It sounds, like it's a crime. It's not a crime. It's just something I prefer to stand. So if you see me swaying about like this, it's because in theory I should really be standing up and do what I normally do, but I won't be because different piano and I'm sitting down. Yeah, sorry? You can't hear me. Someone said you can't hear me. Am I talking too quietly? Is that any better? You said they can't hear me. Sorry? Oh, Julia said that, did she? Julia Roach. Right, turn your volume up on your computer as well, and I'll try. I know, the problem is I've got the keyboard, I've got no microphone, so I'll have to sing loud, which I will do anyway. So I must try, so I do apologise, I'm so laid back, I was so quiet, I thought, what on earth are you talking about? So I'm not going to go through it all again, apart from the fact I'm sitting down, piano, loft, here we are again, Sunday, Graham Beck at home with number 8. Right, well, I'll start off with a tune which sorry? What? A hiss. There's a hiss. Is there a hiss? Helen said there's a hiss. What on earth's going on? Oh, it's the computer. Ah, yes, it's only because it's in a small space. Don't worry, once I get playing you won't hear the hiss. The hiss will have disappeared, we hope. Oh, dearie me. Right, okay. First song is A couple of years ago, there was a documentary on one of the TV channels about factory records in Manchester, and during the course of this documentary, the owner, manager, head of factory records, Tony Wilson, was interviewed. Now, what was interesting was that at one point he was interviewed in his bath. Now, to you think, oh, it's a bit odd, but this was intriguing to me because he was being interviewed in a bath. Well, actually, he was sitting in his bath water in, and then the interviewer got into the bath and sat down and held the microphone opposite him. And he was interviewed in his bath. Now, the thing about that bath was, it's the exact replica of a bath that I have downstairs, which is an old late 1970s corner bath, which is fairly large, hence the fact that he was being interviewed in the bath as well with the interviewer. So I decided, and this is off the last album, I'd write a song about that bath, and it's called Opulent Corner Bath. Now, bear in mind, there's no rhythm or anything going here, so it's just me and a piano. So where stop starts, mistakes, me coughing, anything could happen. Anyway, this is called Opulent Corner Bath. Opulent corner bath, that's what you are. You're curvy, sleek and shiny, and built for a porn star. You just sit in the corner, a sight to be seen. Oh, opulent corner bath in avocado green. Seen you on the TV, I've seen you on the screen, resplendent, fine, magnificent. All my life, where have you been? A waterful wonder, a submersive delight. In your silken waters, will you soak me up tonight? Opulent corner bath, that's what you are. You're curvy, sleek and shiny, and built for a porn star. You just sit in the corner, sight to be seen. Oh, opulent corner bath in avocado green. You are a preformed beauty from the 70s, sprawling out across the floor, just waiting to please. Tantalizing and tempting are just words that describe you. I've only known you second hand, there's a lot of catching up to do. Opulent corner bath, that's what you are. You're curvy, sleek and shiny, and built for a porn star. You just sit in the corner, a sight to be seen. Oh, opulent corner bath in avocado green. Opulent corner bath, that's what you are. You're curvy, sleek and shiny, and built for a porn like to be seen, opulent corner bath in avocado green, avocado green. Avocado green, in avocado, in avocado, in avocado green. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, now have we got past all the hisses, people not hearing me, and everything else we assume? You know what's going to happen now? I'm going to lose my voice, I'm going to be shouting. Glass of water, just at the side here. It might help. That's better. Well, I've been searching around for things over the past few days, things I've misplaced, which happens every day I suppose really, and other things that suddenly come to mind. A bit like the other week when I thought about the backdrop, the Paris Heights backdrop, and had to search it and found it eventually. Well, I came across something else yesterday in fact, and here it is. Now, it doesn't look much. It's a little toffee tin with a cute little pussycat on the front wearing, well, I don't know, looking a bit like sort of, I don't know, dressed for sort of something or other. Anyway, a cat that's dressed. Carrying a pie, which has some steam coming out of the pie. But it's what's in the tin. It's even more interesting. Right, I'll get the lid off. Right, apart from, we've got things like won't be able to see that, there's a plastic silver skull ring, probably from a Christmas cracker many years ago. There's an old Roland synthesizer keyboard keyring, and with bits and pieces on the back of that, all made out of metal. There are six hologram things which seems to have lost their holistic properties, or hologramistic properties, should I say, not holistic properties. I have two of these. Personal Computer, it's a Personal Computer magazine. I'm not even sure if it's still running. Just read it. That's when I used to in London. I used to sell subscriptions at the Computer World Fair at Earl's Court once a year. And there's also one of these which is quite interesting. It's one of those where you hold this above an egg, and depending upon the way it rotates, it can tell you if it's a male or female yolk, or chicken, should I say, not yolk, a chicken in there. But that's not the most interesting thing. There's something even more interesting. It's like a little box. Look at that. What's this one in the box? Well, inside I found this. Can you see that? I'll hold it against there so you can see it. Now this, in all its splendour, this is what was part of my hair back in the early 1980s, would you believe? I had, like a lot of people, we succumbed to fashion, and when I'd had my hair cut short, I left some hair that was long and let it grow and put it into a ponytail. And this is what's left of the ponytail. There we are. As you can see, it's quite dark colour. So I'm a bit envious of now. It's sort of, dark sort of browny colour. Very nice, but I've still got it, and it used to sort of sit. It used to sit like that. And I don't know what I used to do. I probably used to flick it. Yeah. So there we are. So that's what I found. Intriguing. It has no bearing on what I'm doing today, but I just thought I'd let you all see that. There's something coming up as well, which I haven't seen for a few years, which I shall impart upon you after the break, after the interval. Oh yeah, there's this as well. It's Kellogg's Bran Flakes Bran Flakes do-it-yourself made easy, and it's a little booklet. There we are. It's how to paint. I should be using this at the moment, really. It's how to paint round doors and windows. You know, doors and window frames. Very good. Good little thing. So, but I am a bit of a hoarder. That's the only problem. There. That's what we were always taught at art college, to hang on to things. So I blame my art tutors for that. Apart from other things. Right. I shall move on. I'm going to play you a cover of a Slade number. But I'm going to be doing it as a sort of laid back jazzy version. It won't be that jazzy because I'm not very good at jazz, but you know, it's that sort of thing. And it's called "'Cause I Love You." I won't laugh at you when you boo boo boo, 'cause I love you. I can't turn my back on the things you like, 'cause I love you. I just like the things you do. Don't you change the things you do. Get me in a spot because you get me in a spot by the smile you've got, 'cause I love you. You make me out a clown and then put me down. I love you. I just like the things you do. Don't you change the things you do. Bite your lip, you're gonna flip the flip, 'cause I love you. When we're miles apart, you're still in my heart, 'cause I love you. I just like the things you do. Don't you change the things you do. Only time will tell if we get on well, 'cause I love you. Passers by, we can only sigh. I love you, I love you. I just like the things you do. Don't you change the things you do. La 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 la. All together. La 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 la. Two more times. La 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 la. La 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 la. I won't laugh at you when you boo boo boo, 'cause I love you. I can't turn my back on the things you like, 'cause I love you. Thank you. Right, we're coming up to the interval already. So what I'm going to say to you now is, whilst the music is playing, I'd like you to write down 8. That is 8. Last time we only had 4 numbers to write down. This time write down 8 numbers between 1 and 99, and afterwards you'll have a surprise guest to announce the numbers. Right. Okay, so I shall put on, let's get him ready. This is Alfonso and his dining room happening. He's on here somewhere. Where is he? Oh, he's in there. There he is. Right, over to you, Alfonso, and we're back to you in a couple of minutes. Well, there we are. Thank you, Alfonso, and his dining room happening. Yes, he will be having his very first album out next year. It's going to be something else. It really is something else. Yes. Okay. Right. Hopefully all the bingo numbers are in, because we have to put a stop to it. No, they're not all in yet. If you haven't, on this feed, on this live video feed, send in 8 numbers between 1 and 99. 8 numbers, and they'll be randomly chosen by our special guest, and the winner will be getting this. Now, if you live outside of Hull, it can be posted. Alright, so it's all free of charge. You're not being charged anything for this. There's some goodies in here: CDs, puzzles, sweets, the usual stuff. Now, it's a lucky bag. And I remember when I was young, oh dear, I can just remember when I was young, that we used to have what were first called jamboree bags. And they were in just a brown paper bag. It was sealed at the top, and on the front used to be like a scoutmaster standing outside one of those teepee tents, you know, with his hat on, called jamboree bags. And then as it got towards the 60s, into the early 60s, they changed the name to lucky bags. And we had all sorts of, we had cowboy themes, we had space themes, we had all sorts of themes, and they always had a toy and some sweets in there. So I thought I'd try and bring back these things to you. So, you know, it's a bit of nostalgia, but at this moment in time it's nice to have some nostalgia, because it brings back some, hopefully, some happy memories. So that's why, partly why I'm doing this, but also I want someone to win something. It would be rather nice. What else can I say about it? Well, oh yes, when I was young, I didn't go in the Cubs. I lived near to a school field where you could see the Cubs once a week. I used to go out and play games and things, so I thought, oh, not really for me. And then my friend was in the Cubs, and he joined the Scouts, and said to me once, he said, come on to the Scouts, you'll enjoy it. So I went along the Scouts, and I lasted for 2 weeks, because I just basically, it was an alien race of people that I just couldn't really get on with. I got me my friend from school who was there, but it just didn't seem right. And I found out the only thing I was really good at whilst I was there was throwing a ball a great distance, which we used to do to go out on the school field, and it did all sorts of strange things with sandbags and things. You do jumping, you vault over little benches and things, and they'd give you a tennis ball and say, right, see how far you could throw this tennis ball. So I went like that, and it went straight out the school field. They said, "Oh, that's good." So I thought, yeah, but you're not getting my special skills. I'm not coming back anymore, so I didn't. So I thought I'd just mention that. That's the only connection with the jamboree bag, is the scouts and things like that. Right, I think we're there now. So what I'm going to do is, so we have a very special guest, and he is going to announce the bingo numbers. So let me just reveal him. Yes, it's the bingo caller of doom. Is there a round of applause? I have no idea. There might be, there might not be. Right, got the microphone ready for him. Right, he's going to reel off the numbers, I hope. And here we go.
Hello, this is the bingo caller of doom speaking. I am here to pick the bingo numbers for this session of At Home with Graham Beck. I hope you're all ready. We have tonight's star prize, well, the only prize in fact, but it's a star prize. The luckiest of lucky bags. Oh, you should be so lucky. Lucky. You should... Yes, well, anyway. It's a lucky bag full of lots of niceties. From CDs to sweets to puzzles. Oh, you name it, it's in there. Ha 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 ha. Right, let's get going. You've all picked your bingo numbers now, so there's no turning back. Here we go then. All we're requiring are for you to have as close to, or possibly on, 4 corners. So we need 4 numbers that relate to the 10 bingo numbers I am picking today. Right. The first ball. All the 9s, 99. 1 and 7, 17. 6 and 4, retirement age, not anymore. 64. 2 and 7, 27. Legs 11. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that, it's a bit sexist. All the 1s, number 11. 5 and 4, 54. On its own, the number 6. 7 and 6, 76. Trombones play parade with 100... Oh, stop, sorry. 4 and 8, 48. And the last bingo number for today, 3 and 2, 32. My age, doubtful. There we have it. Okay, we'll tot it up a bit later on and we'll find out who the lucky winner is of the luckiest of lucky bags. Thank you very much. This has been the bingo caller of doom. I will come and I will darken your door one day again. For now, au revoir, as they say in North. Maybe. Bye.
Well, there we go. So we might have a winner. We shall find out. Oh, we have got a winner. That's good. Well, we'll sort that out later on. So at long last, we have a winner. Someone who has won the luckiest of lucky bags. The bag of luck. Right, that will be wending its way towards you, whoever you are, soon. along with t-shirts, which reminds me, the giraffe with an Action Man's head's no, I'll say it again, Action Man with Giraffe's Head t-shirts. See, I shouldn't have written two songs which are very similar. The Action Man with Giraffe's Head t-shirts are going. There are no more small left. All the smalls are gone, and all the extra larges have all gone. I only have some medium, not many, some large, a few extra large, and just a few extra large. £15 each, be collected from me, or I can deliver them if it's local. Otherwise, they can be sent in the post for just the postage cost, first class, which is about £2 something, I believe, in this country. So there we go. Advertising out of the way. So right, the numbers were, so you can double check again. They were 99, 17, 64, 27, 11, 54, 6, 76, 48 and 32. Brilliant. That's good. Right, okay, well I'm going to play another song for you, which is probably why you're sitting there glued to your computers or tellies or whatever you're watching this on, or mobiles. This is a song which is off the new album. I've played it maybe a couple of times, but not for these sessions, but for... I'll bring it back down now. It's off the new album, which is Switched On Beck, which hopefully will be out on October the 13th. There was going to be a launch party. That's going to be much reduced due to things at the moment, I dare say, but it'll be available on CD, be available on all digital platforms again, you know, Apple, all that sort of stuff. And that's it at the moment. So anyway, it's all an electronic album, but this is obviously the acoustic, in inverted commas, version, and it's a song that I wrote last year. Now 2017 was the year of culture for Hull. Hey, we were the year of City of Culture, and we had lots of things going on. One of the big things was a huge photographic project which involved street scenes of people with no clothes on, covered in blue, lying down. Now that sounds a bit like a sort of a Saturday night in the city centre, apart from the fact that they're not usually blue. Well, they might be with coal, I don't know. But anyway, it was Spencer Tunick was the artist, and he had these huge photos. And there's one in the local Ferrens Art Gallery, which is a great photo. And it was all part of an arts project, and it fed into the City of Culture year. Now the follow-on last year was that one of Spencer Tunick's assistants phoned us up and actually emailed me and asked if he could have a photographic session in the back garden using a fewer number of models, thankfully not sort of hundreds and hundreds of them. I said, yeah, of course you could. So and that's what happened, and it was a bit strange. We were asked if we'd like to partake, and we declined because it was early in the morning and I knew there were going to be quite a few midges about, you know, so it didn't look promising. But the weather held. It was a bit chilly. I just made teas and coffees and stuff, and just carried on as though nothing had happened really. So this is a song about that experience, and it's called Bearing the Flesh. One morning, it turned up without warning. It was only 5:30, I was bleary-eyed and yawning. They came into the house and took off their clothes. We went into the garden, au naturel, I suppose. just stood there with their appendages just waving in the air. Mosquito bites in the dawn light. They'll be sore and itchy by tonight. Chris and Sue, they came and joined in. They took off their clothes, went down the garden and sat by the compost bin. And then all as one, they just faded away. So I wrote in my diary, it was bearing the flesh day. Thank you. Right. Well, oh yes. Something else that I've come across. I knew I had them, but we had this brief discussion on Facebook the other day to do with the old boots that the Beatles used to wear, winkle pickers, and as did a lot of Teddy boys, of course. Well, I know Roger Roach mentioned a price. I think it said 37.11 or something around about that. I might be wrong. I said I'd try and find out the price because I had a pair which I bought in the late 70s. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the price, but I've found the boots, and here they are. Look at that. Size 11. Slightly stacked heel there, very pointy toe. They were bought just outside Great Yarmouth, a place called Galston-on-Sea, and a local shoe shop there. And it was a typical old-fashioned shoe shop where it was just one bloke on his own, and you walked in, you stepped down into a shop, it was concrete floor, and he had all these boxes stacked in piles all around the shop. There was a bit of a window display, but it was absolutely chaotic, hadn't been changed for years. Things used to fall over, you know, there were faded shoes and boots in the windows, and they just weren't fashionable. But the reason I went in there was because there was a pair of these in the window, and I thought, well, I wonder if he's got the size, because interesting to buy them. So I went in and looked around the shop, and well, the best I could, just amongst, it was like going through a jumble sale. And he said, "Oh, come around the corner." So I went round the corner, and against this wall, stacked up, were all these boxes of these. He just had loads of them, and fortunately he had size 11. So I bought them. Now, to save the price, I really don't remember. I'm going to try and consult a diary from it was about 1978, 79 when I bought them, and see if I can find out the price, and I'll let you all know. Including Roger, if I can find out. So there we are. Once again, order. Right. I don't know if there's anything else to tell you really. I think we're moving on to the final song, which is off the new album as well. It's all to do with Velcro. It's called The Power of Velcro. Now I do need the words just as a prompt here, because I've nearly lost Morph then. The stage died off the front of the keyboard. The only recorded it the other day, put final vocals on, which is good. Bearing in mind, all the stuff on this album is very electronic. It's not like this at all. In fact, the piano only features on 2 tracks, and the guitar only features on 3. The rest of it is all synthesizer. So it's all very sort of electronic-y, dancey, very, very dancey stuff. And then there's this one as well, which is The Power of Velcro. I don't know what to say about it really, apart from I'll just play it and we'll see how it goes. You know, I'll see how it goes as well. I'll probably forget something, but you know, that's why I need this in front of me just to remind me. Right, The Power of Velcro. It's difficult to pull us apart. We all have to suffer for our art. Together as strength, it keeps us secure, safe in the knowledge we will endure. The power of Velcro, don't let it show. The power of Velcro, never let go. You'll never let go. 2 is 1 and 1 is 2. We all adhere together as if by glue. A fail-safe existence, no matter the space. Everything's perfect, everything's in place. Because of the power of Velcro, don't let it show. The power of Velcro, you'll never let go. You're so strong, I feel so weak. Those days had gone when I was at my peak. We're stuck in a loop, so to speak. So to speak. The power of Velcro. The power of Velcro. Pick me up, you pick me up, you've got your hook in me. Pick me up, you've got your hook in me. Pick me up, you've got your hook in me. Pick me up, you've got your hook in me. Pick me up, you've got your hook in me. Pick me up, you've got your hook in me. Pick me up, you've got your hook in me. The power of Velcro, don't let it show. The power of Velcro, you'll never let go. Show the power Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There's something edging towards me here. Thank you. Right, I've got here. Ah, there we go. Right, this is answered. Oh, very good. Oh, really? Oh, well, there we are then. That solved it. Right, we have the winner, but we also have the name of a shoe shop, which I wonder how Judith knew that. Well, thank you, Judith. Well done. Yes, it was Ken Lee's shoe shop in Galston, at the bottom of Cliff Hill, and Ken Lee, yes, that's him. Right. Oh well, wonderful. Right, the winner. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there should be some sort of fanfare. The winner of the prize bingo, as presented by the bingo caller of doom, and winning the luckiest of lucky bags, is Lou Hazelwood. Well done, Lou. I know you live locally, so that's sorted that one out. So we'll message and we'll sort it out. So brilliant, good, excellent. She got the closest with 3 out of 4 numbers, which is fine. You know, I wanted as close as possible. It'd have been really awful if half a dozen of people who chose the 8 numbers all had 4. You know, but anyway, it wasn't. So there we are. Great. Right, the next one is on Sunday, the 19th of July. I don't know how I went like that, but I did. I'll have shorter hair. We'll all be 2 weeks older, and all will be well with the world. Sort of. Right, so I'd like to thank you all for watching this afternoon. I don't know what the time is. There's my clock. Oh, I've gone on a bit. Well, I would today because I'm all relaxed, you see, so I'm doing things like that. So there we are. So right, all that remains now is for me to ask Alfonso and his dining room happening to play us out on the finale. So here we go. It's always awkward to end these videos, by the way, because I have to physically go over there and I have to click on the end live video, and then it says, do you really want to end live video, or something like that, and you have to click yes. So if you see me reappearing briefly, it's just me turning the thing off. Right, so thank you very much for watching, everybody, and Alfonso, take it away. Everybody, I wouldn't be doing these if you weren't out there. You are out there, which is great. I'm here in my loft. Next time, who knows where I'll be? I might be in my garden shed, I might be in the garden, I could be in the loo, I could be in the bathroom, I could be in the hall, on the stairs, I could be anywhere in the house. I could be in the front garden, who knows? Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and had a great time. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back on 19th of July, Sunday at 4 o'clock again, with who knows what. All I can do is dance sitting down, not quite the same thing. We can do this as well. Keep fit, keep fit. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. Bye. He said, awkwardly walking towards the laptop where he is going to get the mouse.